So on behalf of eBay, the U.S. Department of Commerce, the New York City Economic Development Corporation, and the Global Innovation Forum, thank you for joining us for Startup Global New York. I'm Jay Colvin. I'm with the Global Innovation Forum, which is based in DC. The Global Innovation Forum is a nonprofit startup that connects entrepreneurs with government officials and corporations to talk about the opportunities and challenges of being global. The purpose of the discussion here today, Startup Global New York, is to elevate the opportunity that exists to be global from day one and help companies discover the private and public sector resources that help them succeed. The event today is part of a larger initiative called Startup Global that was founded by U.S. Commerce Secretary Penny Pritzker. And so we've done events in Washington, D.C., Nashville, Pittsburgh, and Seattle. And the Global Innovation Forum, we're honored to be a private sector partner of the Department of Commerce to accelerate the initiative. You don't always hear the words innovative and government in the same sentence, but I do think that this is a really innovative initiative, and commend the Secretary for prioritizing it. It solves a need that I see as I go around and talk with entrepreneurs around the country and around the world, which is that they're not always cognizant of the opportunity to be global when they start. If they have their head down, they think they're not big enough, they're going to serve their local market. But they launch a website, and they get a couple of good media hits, and all of a sudden they're facing demand from 16 countries around the world, and the challenges that come along with meeting that demand. And so here in New York, we get to have this conversation today at an amazing space hosted by a company, eBay, that enables micro businesses to access the global marketplace often with just a click of a mouse. And so thank you to Julia Nesnava and her team here at Friends of eBay, and also to Tekedra and Mawakana, who you'll hear from in a moment. Just wanted to, one ground rule, this conversation is being recorded and it's on the record, and so just keep that in mind. It also means that you can tweet whatever you want, including pictures and comments. And I just wanted to now turn to our other hosts. First, Tekedra Mawakana, who's the Vice President of Global Government Relations for eBay. She's responsible for developing and executing a public policy strategy and a series of regulatory matters on a global basis, which makes me think she doesn't sleep much. I wanted to say the one really impressive thing I think about eBay and about you and your team is how you emphasize the issues that are important not only to you but to your community of users as well. Really impressive background with Yahoo, AOL, and other things. But really, thank you very much for your leadership.
You guys hear me? Okay, so there's a lot of people sitting in the very back. I understand. So good morning, and thank you to everyone for being here today as we celebrate New York startup community and explain why and how startups should think globally. Before moving forward, I have so many people to thank. Our great partners who helped pull together this event. The U.S. Commercial Service here in New York City, the Global Innovation Forum, the New York City Economic Development Corporation, the New York City Mayor's Office, and of course our Friends of eBay team, and lastly my team, the Global Government Relations team, who work tirelessly behind the scenes. I really appreciate you guys and all of your work. I came in from California to let you know that we at eBay are extremely proud to host this event. We really think that this event brings together the perfect mix of priorities that we at eBay are all about. So let me explain. Many of you may think of eBay, as I did, as the online marketplace or auction powerhouse. 20 years ago, our founder sold a broken laser pointer online. Sold it, and it was broken. And it gave birth to an open, inclusive global marketplace and one of the most long-standing and cutting-edge companies in the industry. When you're on eBay the next time, and hopefully that'll be soon, look beyond the free shipping, the buy it now, the seller ratings, the fact that most of our inventory is new. And what you will see is that eBay drives connected commerce. We connect buyers and sellers around the world, empowering people and creating opportunity for anyone. Just heard a story just standing here, which happens every day about someone whose spouse, due to medical conditions, has been able to facilitate a business and a career from the home, thanks and owed to eBay. Thank you for sharing that story. It was impromptu, it wasn't planned, and it's why we all do what we do. eBay is a platform for startups and small businesses. We help everyday entrepreneurs become micro multinationals. This is what excited me about the company when I joined earlier this year. But now that I've been at the company for almost 6 months, I've had the chance to meet the senior leadership team and customers and around the world, and I see up close and personal that connected commerce is also about supporting the next wave of entrepreneurs. That's why we're so excited about the Friends of eBay program. Friends of eBay, which is housed just down the hall, aims to support the next wave of New York City tech by offering space, access, and mentorship for any entrepreneur with a desire to grow their ideas. The program is under the I was like, where is she? She's hiding. Under the very, very skillful leadership of Julia Neznanova, who you will hear from later today. And I'm very proud because I did pronounce her name right. Julia has done a wonderful job building out the program and ensuring Friends of eBay entrepreneurs are integrated with the broader New York City startup community. On a personal note, when I shortly first joined the company, I came to New York to meet a few people. That's what you do. And I just happened to be sitting in this room, and Julia walked in. And I had, hands down, by far, the most fascinating conversation about the future of tech that I've had with anyone in a really, really long time. Julia was originally a friend of eBay in the program and then became the head of our Friends of eBay program. And her perspective as an outsider and an insider to eBay was not only inspiring, but it made me definitely want to stay connected with her and continue to figure out ways that my team could help support the important work that she's doing for eBay. So I just want to give Julia a round of applause. So we all know the startup community here in New York is growing fast and is becoming one of the most innovative and creative on the planet. Given that New York City is one of the most international and culturally diverse cities on the planet, it's hard to be in the city and not be globally inspired. I'm looking forward to hearing what our panelists have to say about why New York is the right place for startups, and hopefully the startups in this room come away with some best practices and resources for driving success around the globe. And with that, I turn it back to Jake. Thank you guys all so much for coming.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Tekedra. So next I want to introduce Antwaun Griffin, who's the Deputy Assistant Secretary for U.S. Operations for the International Trade Administration in the Department of Commerce. He was appointed by President Obama in 2012, and he has a really important role in overseeing operations of more than 100 U.S. export assistance centers around the world, and through that facilitating billions of dollars in exports for companies. And he's also responsible for shaping policy strategy at the Department of Commerce, including the President's National Export Initiative, of which Startup Global is part. So thank you for your leadership and look forward to your this session.
Good morning. Thanks for my introduction. Again, my name is Antwaun Griffin. I'm with the U.S. Department of Commerce's Commercial Service, where I oversee all of our sort of domestic trade promotion efforts. It's really good, and we're really pleased and thankful for Tekedra and folks from eBay and Friends of eBay opening up this space for us for a couple of reasons. One, it gives people like me an opportunity to get out of Washington. Particularly having watched political news this week, starting to feel a little sick. But more importantly, this is where the action is. You all represent, one, so the future of the U.S. and the global economy, but also the best opportunity for us to learn about how we can right-size our approach to meeting the needs of the companies of the future and the economy of the future. future business opportunities for all of you, and frankly, all of your partner and parent companies are going to largely come from outside of the United States. That's where 95% of the world's population is based, and at least 80% of the world's buying power. For example, the Asia Pacific region we talk about a lot, right now has 570 million people in the middle class. That's twice as many here in the United States. In the next 15 years, that number's going to grow to over 3 billion. So if we're not doing what we can right now to connect you all to those global markets, we're not doing our job in the U.S. Department of Commerce or the larger Obama administration. Because the fact of the matter is, unlike companies of the old economy, startups are poised to grow and operate globally from day one. As Tekedra mentioned, e-commerce is a huge part of that. All in all, about 97% of eBay's companies currently do business internationally. And our job is to make sure that's not happening by mistake, and preparing both those companies and working with platforms and partners like eBay to make sure that there's a seamless transition and operating model for you all to do business globally. So learning from you both collectively in the public and private sectors is really underscores the value of engagements like this for us. But we also see that technology-enabled exporters and companies oftentimes aren't aware that we're here to help. Whenever I visit California, sort of chatting about this, I get the sense that sort of your business and operating model is, I'm going to run 100 miles per hour until I run into a wall. And it's at that point I'll maybe ask someone for some help. And it serves you well. But it's our job to make sure, hopefully, we can either extend extend the distance between you hitting that wall, or remove that barrier, all in all. So that's why I've got 2 real asks for you today. I think one is to share and engage. I'm from the government. I'm used to getting up, and a lot of our team are used to standing in front of audiences and talking at them for hours on end. We really need to hear from you all today. So that's critically important. And tell us about the challenges you all face, and sometimes being critical about sort of what you see right now being offered and what you'd like to see and have offered in the future. The mission of Startup Global is to collaborate with leaders like yourselves, as well as private sector partners and early stage firms thinking about being global. Because we really feel like if we're able to help you figure out where to go for help, and you're helping your partners and allied firms do the same, that we're building a web of connectivity that will keep both the U.S. economy and our startup community the envy of the world. Thanks so much for being here today, and really look forward to the conversation, getting to know you all a lot better.
Thank you very much, Antwaun. This is just easier to use this mic. So next I want to introduce Kathleen Warner, who's the Executive Vice President for the Center for Urban Innovation at the New York City Economic Development Corporation. Kathleen works with industry leaders, both traditional and disruptive, here in New York to analyze trends and develop strategies to help grow the local economy. And she also has a really amazing background. She was a co-founder and a COO of Startup America, which is a legendary initiative certainly in DC, developed with the White House and the Case and Colvin Foundation. So thank you for being here.
Thank you. Since I was told I could tweet, I'm going to take a picture and then I'm going to tweet it. Everybody smile. We're all right. So yeah, Kathleen Warner, Economic Development. I usually start I'm from the government and I'm here to innovate, which, as we've heard, people don't always think of government and innovation. The Center for Urban Innovation is very much committed to growing New York's economy, particularly those tech-driven, innovative companies that provide opportunities for all New Yorkers. And so just show of hands, how many of you are building a company? How many of you want to grow that company? Yeah, exactly, right. Yeah, you want to grow that company. And so New York in particular, we're committed to helping you all grow. And the world is porous and knows no boundaries. And in order to grow, New York is an amazing place to start a company because of the strength of our diversity of industries, our diversity of people, our diversity of thought. So many companies, and those of you in the room are among them, come here, live here, and start companies here because of the access to financial services and fashion and media and the increasing collisions and between all of those industries. And it's super important and exciting to start a company in New York. But then we want all of you to grow, and so to be able to access those global markets is just absolutely incredible, and that's why I'm grateful certainly to Startup Global, the Department of Commerce, the Mayor's Office of International Affairs, and of course eBay for hosting today. Because as we've heard, oftentimes you're all scrappy, you're figuring it out, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, how do I do this? How do I do this? Certainly in New York's level, we're committed to helping, and we have contacting our office about how to expand globally. But one of our strengths, frankly, is in our own set of connections, globally, our own set of connections with the State Department and the Department of Commerce, our own connections with industry leaders to help expand and support all of you across the globe. And I'm just really excited today that this event was pulled together to help provide you with that information and path forward to bring your companies to the next level, to grow your companies here in New York and abroad, to create some jobs, create a bunch of revenue for all of you and for the city of New York, and provide opportunities for all New Yorkers. I don't want to stand between you and the panel, but I do want to give a shout out to a program that we do called, I'm going to get this wrong, I'm only 6 months in, so I'm learning all this stuff, called the Global Business Exchange Program, where we bring companies to other cities. And we're right in the midst right now, working with the city of Milan to go to Milan. We offer free co-working space, complimentary flights, events, business training, and those applications close at the end of August. So if you're at all interested, check out edc.nyc. Did I get that right, Justin? Close enough? Okay. But again, we have lots and lots of ways to support all of you through our partnerships, through our programs, and thank you very much for having me.